Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello, welcome back to another FAQ from the Flightdeck video. The videos where I sit in a cockpit staring at dials for a while answering your questions and also trying not to miss any calls from the controller I'm on at the moment. We're technically in Swiss airspace at the moment, and I'm with Swiss radar at the moment on the radio, and he's going to give me instructions and stuff like that. I just got the initial content out of the way, so hopefully he'll just leave us alone for a little while I can answer questions for you guys. And hopefully if he does want me to do anything, I won't miss it, because that would be both embarrassing and kind of annoying. To be honest with you, I've been embarrassing myself all evening on VATSIM at the moment right now. I'm so out of practice, it's not even funny. You should have seen me trying to get out of Heathrow earlier. Just absolute disaster. Never mind. Anyway. So, anyway. Let me get back in the cockpit so I can monitor things a bit. Yes. So, I got a lot of stuff out of the way in that update video I posted previously, so we'll cut straight to the chase, shall we? Time to answer a few of your questions from last week, and I've not previewed any of these and written them down like I should have done, really. I was a bit short on time. So I've just got the comments section from the previous FAQ video up, and I'm going to have a look through the most upvoted stuff on here and answer what I can. So, starting off with, hey Dave, you mentioned Jess in Fallout 4, and I was wondering if you had any plans on revisiting Fallout 3, maybe as a different character. Really enjoyed the Jess LP and was pretty disappointed to see it end. Really no plans whatsoever to return to Fallout 3, if I'm completely honest. I'm, as you probably know, not the greatest fan of Fallout 3 in the entire world. That's a nice view, look at that, fucking hell. Hello, Switzerland. I'm not the greatest fan of Fallout 3 in the world, and now I've got a New Vegas LP on the go, and vague plans for a Fallout 4 LP on the horizon as well. I just, there's no point. Fallout 3 is just incredibly unstable, and the only, proper way to play it these days is with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod, and I don't want to sabotage my current stable New Vegas sort of mod setup in order to try and get Fallout 3 working again and stuff like that, so it's not really going to happen. It's a shame. I liked where that playthrough was going. I was actually kind of enjoying the character a bit, but it's just too bloody unstable, it really is. At least, with mods anyway, and I'm not willing to play it without mods. It's the same case as Oblivion, really. It's gone because mostly the game is too fucking unstable. So yeah, so sorry about that. As for Jess in Fallout 4, I don't know yet. I had one thought I had previously, for those of you who aren't really aware, and are like, what? Jess in Fallout 4? What are you talking about? I had an idea of rebooting the character in Fallout 4, basically, and taking advantage of the fact that there's a female voice actor to do all the talking for me, instead of it being in my gruff, well, not really that gruff, but my bloke voice, which is always a little bit weird when you're playing as a female character, to be completely honest. So, but that's just a idea. I've had others. I'm not going to spoil anything at this juncture anyway. So there you go. I must remember to listen to those radio calls lest I miss something. Somebody is interested in hearing the Jingles to Sorcerer Dave story. It's very not interesting at all. I started the channel under the username Jingles1215. Kind of had this tagline going on my channel, which was the Mighty Jingles, and I had a little picture of Thor and everything. It was a bit of a laugh, but problem is, on the network that I'm part of, which is TGN, there is another Jingles, who is also called the Mighty Jingles. He's actually a really nice dude. I spoke to him about this back in the day. He makes like World of Tanks videos and stuff like that, so he's a completely different sort of neck of the woods as far as gaming's concerned to me, but considering he had more subscribers at the time and that sort of thing, and he'd been going a little bit longer than me, I decided to just say, you know what, I'll change my name, it's cool. And I went with Sorcerer Dave, which was kind of the backup name for the channel anyway, that I kind of was thinking about using originally to begin with anyway, and it was a sort of online username I'd used for a long time as well, so that's really all it is. It's not that interesting at all, I'm afraid. So there you go. But that's what happened, basically. That's the story, such as it is. Next question. Someone asking to bring back Oblivion, who obviously hasn't been paying attention to any of the videos where I've talked about that before, so I'm just going to move on. Do I watch Game of Thrones? Yes, I do. Who's my favourite character and the character I hate the most? I don't know, really. At this point, I'm struggling to remember what all the bloody characters are, because there's so fucking many of them. Yeah, it's sort of... yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a favourite character at this point, because it's just sort of... I'm trying to think. I probably have a most boring character. And I'm trying to think who that would be. But no, they're all kind of... they're all kind of good. I suppose Daenerys is really ticking me off with all her filler content they've had in this season with her stuff. I could do with a little bit less of her sitting around on hilltops making big speeches and stuff for the umpteenth fucking time. That's really getting on my nerves a bit. And I don't think I'm alone in that, to be completely honest with you, but yeah. So there you go, that's, I suppose, my least favourite of the main sort of protagonists, if you like, at the moment. But beyond that, I don't really have a character I hate the most, exactly, and I don't really have one I like the most. So there you go, that's my answer for that one. Will you play any more Hidden and Dangerous? Can't play Hidden and Dangerous 2, unfortunately, because I don't have the disc for it anymore, and you can't buy it on like GOG or Steam or anything, unfortunately. That game is awesome, Hidden and Dangerous 2. If you ever sort of find a boxed copy of it lying around somewhere, totally buy it. Totally buy it. It's a fantastic squad-based sort of tactical World War II shooter, but it is rare as rocking horse shit to get your hands on these days, unfortunately. So that's why I've not been playing that, because that's a game I used to love playing back in the day. It's one of my favourites of all time. That's a hell of a view of the Alps, look at that. So yeah, Hidden and Dangerous 1, on the other hand, I might come back to it at some point. I did attempt to play it way back in the mists of time and didn't get very far with it. For those who don't know, Hidden and Dangerous 1 is the same, pretty much. It's just the prequel game, the original one. But the deluxe edition of it you can actually get for free on the internet, because, and I mean legally free on the internet, because the developers of the game made it free as a sort of publishing stunt for Hidden and Dangerous 2 when it came out. So, that's pretty cool. I guess we could try and play that at some point. The problem is it's just a really, really old game, and merely trying to record it is tricky. So, but yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. We may come back to that at some point in the future, because it's a bloody good game, in spite of it being a bit old and awkward. But it is bloody good. Very underrated as well. I don't think a lot of people remember the Hidden and Dangerous series, but they were really, really excellent games. They really were. Made by a Czech studio, I think, if I recall correctly. But they were very, very interesting. A perfect kind of slightly more realistic antidote to Medal of Honor or Call of Duty. Not quite like Armour, but somewhere in between. Anyway. So, moving on. Whatever happened to Dragon Age? Just sort of got bored of it. I don't really have a proper excuse there. I just sort of got bored of it, stopped playing it, and it's been so long now that I don't think the installation even works anymore. So, and I've just been busy with other Let's Plays. Really, that's it. I'm sorry. You guys know I'm a bit shit at trying to finish series that I've started at this point. I'm not gonna pretend it's otherwise. I'm doing my best to change that, but yeah, it sort of just is what it is. My performance is a bit shit right now. Holy crap. Yeah, it is pretty crappy. That's not good. Anyway. Yeah, that's just what happened to Dragon Age, really. I don't really have any plans to come back to it either, because there's just so many other games that I need to be and want to be getting on with as well that are just newer and stuff. It never say never and all that, but yeah, it's not. I don't actually have any plans at this point. So sorry about that. Well, it's been a long time, but yeah. We find a question that's maybe a little bit more uplifting. Have you by chance considered playing Kerbal Space Program? I've streamed it a couple of times actually. I do love Kerbal Space Program. I'm a bit shit at it. I used to play it loads back in the day, and then I kind of dropped it and didn't play it for like 2 years, and now it's sort of out of early access and stuff like that. And I did stream it a little while ago, a couple of times, and had some fun with it. I'd never really considered making a YouTube series of it, but yeah, people have done Kerbal Space Program to death on YouTube already, so it's sort of like a case of what can I honestly add to it. But I do stream it every now and again on Twitch, so yeah, good game though, really really good game. Kerbal Space Program is awesome. Officially gets my seal of approval. Moving on.
Traffic information at your 11 o'clock
Have I been keeping up with Tamriel Rebuilt? As best as I can, although I do miss the updates sometimes, so I do appreciate when you guys notify me of those, because Tamriel Rebuilt is also fucking awesome. TM.
Traffic information at your 1 o'clock position, crossing from right to left 1000 above stable, currently 25 miles.
No visual on him yet, speedbird 552, but we're looking. Just giving us a traffic alert. Apparently there's someone flying reasonably close to us. I could cheat and go on the external view, I suppose. No, I don't see anything. Should be able to see big old flashing lights, but unless there's that out in front of us. That must be him. That's the only other thing that's within reasonable distance. I mean, yeah. Look at that fucking view, though. Ooh. The Swiss Alps, ladies and gentlemen. They never fail to impress. Colour. There we go. Bit of swirly cam, why not? Anyway. Let's see. Where the hell was I? As I said, the joys of making videos, like FAQ videos, while on VATSIM. It's not a good mix, but whatever. Someone says I'm really good at rambling on. You're damn right I am. I've made a career of it. You know, there's not an awfully large amount of questions here. Someone asks, if an RPG about aeroplanes came out, which channel would the playthrough go on? Probably the main one, because it's an RPG first and foremost. I mean, if it's going on the Flying Circus channel, it's got to be a proper simulator. That's like the whole shtick with the channel, to be honest with you. If it's a RPG or a game in any kind of way, like say for example, take a game like Wings that you may or may not have heard of. It's sort of an arcadey World War I flying game. That's actually quite good. If you play it as a sort of roguelike, it's actually really fun. But that would totally be on the main channel and not the simulator one. So there you go. Someone says, you mentioned your name isn't really Dave, and you already said why you use Dave. It's again, it's literally just Sorcerer Dave. It's based on a oh hello. Who is that? It's a plane. It's going too fast for me to tell what it is. Never mind. Right. Yes. It's just the Sorcerer Dave username. My real name is Toby. Actually, it's Tobias, but literally everybody who doesn't call me Dave calls me Toby. People in real life do call me Dave. If I met them previously on the internet before meeting them in real life, as is the case with a lot of the ACG guys over at the Air Combat group, they do actually call me Dave in real life, and it goes vice versa as well. I refer to them by their online nicknames as well. But yeah, Toby is my actual sort of quote unquote real name, even though that's again another shortened version of. But you know what I mean anyway. So that's all it is, really. Sorcerer Dave is based off a D&D character I once played, called Dave, who was, unsurprisingly enough, a sorcerer. So I didn't really take things terribly seriously with him.
22.8, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Hence, he was called Dave as opposed to an actual proper fantasy name. I was just asked for a name, and I said Dave. That'll do, right? The Sorcerer Dave was born in all his glory. But anyway, so...
Speedbird 552 Bravo.
Speedbird 552 Bravo, go ahead.
Speedbird 552 Bravo, you're leaving airspace. Continue Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight. Bye bye.
Unicom 122.8, Speedbird 552 Bravo. Thanks very much for the service, and see you next time. Alright. Unicom.
Bye bye.
Thank God. I think he probably called me earlier, and I missed it, so that's on me. Sweet silence. Fantastic. How much longer for, though? That's the question. Where's my top of descent? My top of drop. Sorry, guys. I promise I'm not supposed to be doing actual flight sim stuff in these videos, but I do need to check this right now just to make sure we don't, you know, end up in Australia when we're meant to land in Rome. So, yeah. Okay, well, it looks like we're good for now. We're just entering northern Italy at the moment, and I think we'll be contacting Rome Control reasonably shortly, but we've got a bit of time where it's just you and me, thankfully, without any of the controllers for a little bit. Holy shit balls, that is quite a view. God damn. The Alps are just amazing, are they not? I mean, wow. Anyway. So, Sorcerer Dave, given the current situation with Gamergate... No, I'm not falling for that. I'm not answering anything to do with Gamergate. Fuck off. No. No. That's just I will not activate your trap card, sir. I asked this question in the last Skyrim video, so I apologise if I sound like an annoying broken record if you happen to see it. But when starting the Skyrim LP, did you consider / play with the idea of keeping one permanent follower around and having your other followers be a revolving cast? Just curious. No, actually, not really. I don't think I was originally going to have any followers whatsoever. It's just sort of I picked up one or two along the way. I couldn't think of a decent reason to get rid of Lydia at the time, because she was the first follower we had. And so she stuck around until she ended up dead, and then we ended up picking up more along the way, and it just kind of evolved into what it is now, where we have about fucking 6 or 7 different, you know, chaps and chapesses that we wander around Skyrim with every now and again. And we just picked up another one in the form of Serana, really, didn't we, as well? So, but, yeah, I didn't really plan any of that. I just sort of allowed it to happen as it happened, which is, you know, most of the time what you really just do when you're RPing a playthrough like that in an Elder Scrolls game. I mean, you've got to remember at the end of the day, it's a Let's Play. It's not a TV show. It's not all scripted. I just tend to let the game do what the game does, and we work with what it throws at us. So, you know, I think there was a question on a Skyrim video not too long ago, which was, is there going to be any more character development for Claudius? And the answer is, I don't know. He's basically reached the end of his kind of vaguely planned out arc I had at the start of the series, which was for him to sort of stop being a racist, stuck-up prick and actually, you know, learn to appreciate Skyrim for what it is. And he's kind of gone beyond that and finished it, really. If anything else kind of develops, it will be just, like I said, the game throwing things at me and us being able to make something of it. We're pretty close to the end of his whole sort of story anyway at this point, so I don't really know what else you expect at this juncture, really. So there you go. I don't put as much effort into the whole character development type thing as you guys probably give me credit for. I've got to be honest with you. Literally, when I made Claudius, my plan was just like, what if I make a character who's kind of like Arnold Rimmer, but in Skyrim? And that's really what I went with. So, yeah, we're now veering off to the left. I hope that's supposed to happen. You never know with this plane sometimes, but it looks like we're okay. Thank goodness. Okay. Back to the nice wing views. Anyway, so moving on. Ever thought of doing a Let's Play of Risen? Nope, never. I don't even know what Risen is or it's about. I haven't a clue. Yeah, no, afraid not. Sorry. I'm looking through here and I can't find any more comments, so I guess that's it, really. That's the end of it. That's a bit disappointing. I kind of hoped you guys would post more stuff. probably could have scraped together a few more questions if I'd looked around on my other comments videos and comments on my videos and on Twitter and that sort of thing. But unfortunately, I didn't have time to do that today. So yeah, beyond the obvious ones, like, are you going to Let's Play Fallout 4, which I already answered in the channel update video, so if you didn't watch that, and you're sitting there in the comments asking, are you going to play Fallout 4, step away from the keyboard, press the back button on your browser, go back to my channel page, click the update video, and watch that, please. All of your questions will be answered there. So, other than that, that's kind of it, really. Can't find anything else in here. I always get the obligatory question about whether or not I know about the Elder Kings mod for Crusader Kings. Yeah, I do. I had a go at it once. I didn't really enjoy it that much, though, to be honest with you. Have I heard of the Game of Thrones mod? Yes. Will I ever play it? Maybe. Don't know. Crusader Kings is a bit of a fucking endeavour, to be honest with you, as with any of those Paradox games, and Hearts of Iron 4 just came out, and I'm honestly sorely tempted to splash my cash and pick that up, because I didn't like Hearts of Iron 3 much, and apparently Hearts of Iron 4 was a bit more like Darkest Hour, which I did enjoy a lot, so yeah. Go away, chat box, go away. Oh, great, I got scenery errors, wonderful. Never mind. So yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Hopefully some of your frequently asked questions were answered in this video. For now, I'm going to get back to trying to fly this aeroplane, by which I mean pressing a couple of buttons up in the front and then going back to looking at the gorgeous view, but yeah. Have a good one, everybody, and I will catch you in the near future with further videos, etc, etc. If you've got questions for next time, shove them in the comment section below, and I will endeavour to answer them when I get the chance. So yeah. For now, I guess that's it. So toodle pip, everybody. And see you next time. Cheers.